Hey guys, welcome back to another reading. We're going to check out the business energy reading for the week. So we're going to see what the energy is for business, what we maybe need to embrace this week, whether that's within ourselves or our business as a whole. See what's coming up. What's going on? Business, money, maybe even messages. Let's see. What do we need to know? If you guys want a personal reading from me, you guys can check out the link in the description box. We have Yang energy with Build. We also have Aquarius with Rebel. Interesting. We have 7th house with Partnerships here at the bottom. I feel as though you're going to be like taking a lot of action this week. I also feel like you're going to be kind of like wanting to do things your own way. So there's kind of this, especially if you have partnerships or like if you have partnerships or collaborations in your business somehow, even with like other people, just like you're collaborating, they don't necessarily run your business. But this could also be, I'm getting for some of you, like people who work within your company that you have hired. You might be trying to, do something different here, but it's like you are in this active building energy. We have Altar with Gratitude, Releasing Burdens. And we have Autumn, Bounty and Balance. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have Buds, New Beginning, Expansion. I feel like that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to expand something. You're trying to like grow something this week. Now, I do feel like you're trying to as well, like release resistance. You're trying to, like the autumn energy is like all about like having a harvest or being able to reap the rewards of the work that you've already done, the labor that you've already put into things. I feel like for some of you, there is a message here around like making sure that you're not working too much, like that you're not like needing to restore balance. And releasing burdens here makes me think with this yang energy that like there needs to be a balance of like the masculine, the feminine, the yin and the yang, the like building and the receiving, right? So it's like you're doing things your own way. You're trying to maybe even create something unique, or you're working on something unique, maybe a new project, a different project, something you haven't done before. But I also feel like don't be afraid or don't be shy on like taking breaks or taking some time and space this week to like slow down. I feel like that's when you're going to start to see like the work paying off, right? I feel like new things though are on the horizon. Let's see what's coming up in the tarot energy here for the week. Yeah, look at that, Ace of Pentacles. So there's fresh new energy here when it comes to your business, what you're trying to create for yourself. I feel like you're working on something new. Again, it might be something really different from what you've done in the past, or like it's a new element. Yeah, you're definitely in your masculine energy here. Not a bad thing. I just feel like you're really like, you're running the show this week for sure. You might, again, like I said, feel like you have a lot of energy. Yeah, look at that. Interesting. We have the Empress and the 10 of Pentacles. So first of all, from a financial perspective, I feel like this has a lot of potential. However, there is also this energy of like, again, it's tapping into this feminine energy, allowing yourself to take the time and space to see something fully, to see it grow. 3 of Pentacles. Look at all this pentacle energy. There's also a message coming through around like seeing the beauty in the work that you do, seeing the beauty. Oh my gosh, behind the 3 of Pentacles, we have the 9 of Pentacles. There's definitely growth. I feel like there's definitely, you could be like, even I feel like for some of you, like completing some element of something that you've even started. Like you might be, you've planted the seeds, but you're also starting to see things like manifest, move forward, take off. And I feel like as well, people with this 3 of Pentacles are seeing your skills, seeing your gifts, seeing what you do as valuable and wanting to work with you, wanting to connect with you, wanting to, again, even collaborate. Some of you might have people reaching out to you this week, or people kind of in your sphere who want to collaborate with you. And I feel like this could even open up new doors, new possibilities. Financially, I feel like things are moving in the right direction. There's growth, and there's this space for, again, we have expansion, right? Look at that. Behind that has that harvest energy that I was talking about with the autumn. Determination, hard work. It's like you've done the work. Now it's like things are starting to actually start to move forward. I've been feeling this energy of like we're in this space of like the void right now as we move into February. And it's like it might feel like we've done all these things, but nothing's really like shifting and moving forward. It's like there hasn't been, we haven't seen the results yet. We haven't seen the shifts yet. And I feel like that's coming. I feel like you're really going to stand out as well. And for some of you, you're in receiving mode. Now is the time to step into receiving, because again, you've built, you've done the work, you've laid the foundation, and now it's to watch that foundation grow. Some of you though, your systems, if they're not producing, need to be looked at. I also feel like there is with altar here and gratitude, making sure that your practices and your outlook or vibration is important here. Like having gratitude for the things in your business, having gratitude for the things that you're growing, that you're building, the results that you're getting, the results that you're going to get, like having gratitude for what's to come. So setting intentions, having gratitude, maybe you have like some sort of like morning practice or evening practice where you, again, are very intentional about what it is that you're doing or what it is that you're building. One moment here. Okay, sorry about that. That was my dog. Let's see if there's any advice for you guys. Is there any advice for this week? What we maybe need to focus on? 10 of Swords, Queen of Swords. Interesting. So mentally, because these are both sword energies. Yeah, look at that. We got the King of Swords. There's something about like clearing the mind, especially of, again, releasing burdens, right? We had that with this Oracle card here, and with this 10 of Swords, that can be a burden, right? That can be a heaviness. I also feel like for some of you, it's like releasing outdated beliefs. I feel like 10 of Swords is a card of like sitting in energies a little bit too longer than we maybe should have, and maybe suffering a little bit because of that. I feel like you're starting to see where things haven't served you. You're in this space of like looking in a new direction. Like this 10 of Swords is going this way. She's looking this way. The Empress is looking this way. Even the building card with the Yang energy is looking this way. There's something about, and she's looking in the past, which she's the rebel. So it's like you're looking back on the past, seeing what hasn't worked, and looking at the future as like what you're going to do differently, how your life is going to look differently, how your business is going to look differently. And so it like you're planting seeds for the future. And I feel like that's going to come, and like there's going to be like continual growth, slow and steady growth. This is about creating foundations, systems that support you in your business, that continually, it's not about quick growth. It's about like slow and steady wins the race. And so there's going to be gradual positive things moving throughout the months, the years to come. So let go of any outdated beliefs, get really clear on where you're going, and realize that things that have ended in the past are done. Like it's time to look in maybe new directions, or again, doing something a different way. Even if your intention and what you're trying to grow is the same, you might be looking at doing it in a different way. I do feel like for some of you, being aware of people who want to collaborate with you at this time is important. Even just people who want to work with you, right? I feel like there could be more clients maybe coming through, but I'm also getting very strongly for some of you, it's like it's more collaboration. They see your uniqueness because you're doing things differently. Or maybe even like your energy has shifted, and so it's attracting new opportunities that way as well. So we're going to take a look at this oracle card. We're going to see how can you support yourself, your body? How can you support yourself during this week? That's also going to support your business. So we have confidence. We have number 9. It says, take up space, love yourself, be you, you are worthy. And then we also have feel emotions, understand emotions, inner guidance, and validate self. So there could be some feelings around feeling inadequate, not feeling maybe good enough, or not feeling like you're capable, like where you're questioning or you're doubting yourself. Yeah, interesting. We have the collective. You could be comparing yourself to other people. If there's emotions coming up around that, I feel like this is important for you to, again, rewire those thoughts of like how you see yourself, what you see, what you believe you're capable of doing. I feel like there's a strong sense of like visualization, mindset work, subconscious work, this rewiring that needs to happen. And if you're struggling with any of this is the work that I do with female entrepreneurs, is like this, working with the nervous system, releasing feelings, working on the subconscious stuff, the energetic piece. I've actually created a bundle for this where it's a business energetic breakthrough bundle. 3 sessions together, and we do not only the, okay, what's blocking you, what's going on, and kind of like figuring that piece out, but then we do the energetic piece in order to shift it. And so we have 3 sessions like that. It's basically like working together for like 6 weeks because there's 3 sessions over 2 weeks, like 2-week gap. So if you're interested in that, that is the business energetic breakthrough bundle, and that's down below. But this is about you like realizing that you can take up space. Also, that you can have the space to feel your emotions. I feel like sometimes we don't allow ourselves to do that because we're like, oh, well, this is negative, I don't want to do this. But a lot of times giving yourself that space gives you the breakthrough, right? Anything else of how they can support themselves? Yeah, we have ego with illusions. Don't believe thoughts, inner stories, and befriend ego. So this is like, again, like how are you, interesting, we have desire as well. And it says address inner blocks with this. So you have a strong desire for things in your life. You have a strong desire for your business, but I feel like there's parts of your ego that are coming up and it's affecting how confident you are in yourself. So this week, don't be surprised if you're feeling very emotional. I feel like you are letting certain things go. And you're about to shift into this new thing. And sometimes like when we're about to shift is when we experience all the feels, right? So don't believe these inner thoughts that have been running the show in the background, right? Like your subconscious beliefs. I also have subliminals on this channel, so those would be really good for that. But like, don't believe the thoughts and the inner stories that you have told yourself or that you've heard from other people. This is about you rewiring and reclaiming your own sense of confidence in the work that you do, what you have to offer, who you are, right? Your offers, your products, your services. So if any doubts are coming up this week, make sure you feel those, process those, and then work to rewire, work to shift that energy so that you can start to feel confident again. You can start to feel like yourself again. You can start to believe in yourself because that's going to influence the collaborations that come through, the clients that come through, the offers that come through, right? As you step into this new expansion. So hopefully that resonates for you guys. Let me know down below. Obviously, like I said, the Business Energetic Breakthrough Bundle is open and available, as well as I do have my free community, which is called the Embodied Entrepreneur. It is a free community where you can ask questions. There's also free resources and things like that in there. So feel free to check that out as well. It's down below in the description box too. And otherwise, again, if you wanted a reading, I also have that available as well. But yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you enjoy these messages and want to learn more about how you can look after your nervous system, your energetics, and your subconscious mind when it comes to your business. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for being here as always, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye.